Whoa! Hello everyone! Hello, hello. It is Meow Day. It's a Meow Day! It's not Monday, because Mondays suck, but Meow Days make it better. Hello everyone! Hello, hello. How are you all doing today? Let me greet everyone. Oh god, I've been yawning so much. I've been up too long yesterday. Oh. But hey! Hey Duyuro, Arkar, Shinta, Liosk, Ice, RJ, Mike, Candy Can, Soda. Slowly passing away, Empty Solace, Woobul, Telpia Asphyxia, Ederi. Did I have Mike yet? Well, if I did, there you go, you're there twice. Now I caught everyone. Hello everyone! How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you had a nice weekend. Or, you know, at least a cozy one. Today I am here to complain. I'm here to complain about anime and video games. But that's... we will do that in a minute. Carnival celebrations. No. Okay, so, when does Carnival start again? November, I think, officially. And then February is where it really kicks off here. And then all the Carnivalsjecken, they run around and do their parties, and like there's these, I don't know what you call them, like a big train of people and just carnival vehicles, and they throw candy and everything, and I liked it when I was younger, but not anymore. I actually hate Carnival. I stay at home when it's Carnival, and I think the dancing Carnival people are really silly and a little bit annoying. Also, Carnival celebrators are hypocrites because they will run around as a clown in February, but when you go to a convention in a cosplay in summer, they will give you just the most vile of looks you have ever experienced. And it's like, oh, so it's okay if you run around as a clown in February, but if I want to go to an anime convention, I'm the weirdo? What's wrong with you? Well, I guess the complaining starts early today. Hey, Malvict. But yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean to start complaining immediately, but then, you know, Carnival came up, and I'm really heated on the topic of Carnival. I lived near mines for several years. Ignoring Carnival just wasn't an option. Luckily, I live at a place where, like, Carnivalists don't pass through, I guess. And that's a nice thing, so... Hey, Hosan! What's my complaint? Currently, I am complaining about Carnival. And Carnival people looking weirdly at cosplayers when they run around as a clown themselves whenever it's Carnival. There are 2 days left until Valentine's Day and you're alone. Let's play Devil May Cry free all day. That sounds like a good plan to me. I mean, it depends on a person, but like... I guess there's people who care about Valentine's, but Valentine's Day is kind of just a glorified consumerism thing. Where you just spend a lot, like people are just supposed to spend a lot of money on chocolate or flowers or whatever. I don't know. I don't really care about Valentine's Day. And I don't think I would if I had a partner, honestly. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Consumerism! Whoa! You like Valentine's Day? See all the dudes wrecking their heads on how to impress their girlfriends? Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people who do care about it. Or, like, even if they don't care as much about the day, they care about, you know, just... You know, their partner kinda thinking of them on the day, I think is more important to them than it actually being Valentine's Day. Hey, suspicious lurker! If it's not a holiday, it's not relevant? Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Valentine's Day, it's not a holiday? Well, then I don't care. I mean, it's not like I have holiday anyway, but... freelance life. I don't know what a holiday is. But hey, I'm happy for anyone else who has a holiday. On a holiday. Hey, kitty mine! Da, 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 da. Some people have a holiday today because it's like... it's a carnivalist's day and it's not officially a holiday, but some companies will be nice and actually give their employees a day off. But again, I wouldn't know what a day off means, so... Usually my day off is Sunday. Oh well, I call it my day off in my mind, but really what I'm doing is just... I don't do the work that pays me a lot, I just do all the projects that I want to do for myself. So essentially, my day off is just also working, but working on different stuff. It's just working on different stuff, but I'm still kind of working all day. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, oh fuck, tomorrow's Monday. And I don't feel rested at all. And it's like, why do I not feel rested? I wonder. I wonder. Relax day? Well, I do try to take it easy on Sunday. Maybe play a video game if I can. Just for myself. Always on the grind. Kinda. Oh, I slept way too long today actually, but somehow my timings still align with everything today, and the reason I slept too long, I almost slept until 12 today, that's like way too long, but also I stayed up until like 3:30 playing anime music quiz with a friend. I don't know. You know, there's those quiz videos on YouTube that people just upload masses of. I don't like them. Like, I like doing them with friends, but I don't like them that much because usually it's just people copying each other's videos. Like, they just download the sounds and then add them to theirs. And what happens is that all the anime quizzes have the same songs inside of them, and that can get boring. There's like 1 or 2 accounts out there who like actually go through the effort and make their own quizzes with like actual shows that you might not know. But there's also this page, Anime Music Quiz, where a friend and I always go onto, and sometimes we just guess anime openings, endings, and insert songs for like 3 hours straight because I don't know. You would think it gets repetitive, but it's so much fun for some reason. So it's like, it's our personal competitive game. Just who guesses more anime openings. And yesterday we also just tried out a new mode where you can loot shows and then they might appear in the quiz. It's really fun. It's a really fun page. I feel like not that many people know it actually, but it's really cool. I would love to do that on stream someday, but it would probably have to be an unarchived stream because anime openings get blasted so hard on YouTube. You won't even be able to look at one song and the VOD will get absolutely nuked to oblivion. So, yeah, that's not gonna be, if I ever do that, because I would love to do it, I just like anime quizzes, that will totally be an unarchived stream. But speaking of unarchived, so last week we did the unarchived Hiroyuki Sawano karaoke stream, right? I set all my settings to not record the video, but then I was slightly upset that I didn't hit record in my OBS because then I don't have a VOD. Turns out the privated VOD was still on my account and I saw that, and even though it got blocked, I still had the chance to download it. But I also have the option to, had the option to mute the few songs that actually caused the video to be blocked. So technically, even though it was unarchived originally, I could bring a big part of it back if you guys would like to see it again. Technically, I do have a VOD I could set to public that is actually not blocked. I think it's only blocked in Russia, because for some reason some shows, like Jujutsu Kaisen music gets blocked in Russia, and Recreators music got blocked as well in Russia, but nothing else. But if you're not from there, you should be able to actually watch the VOD. That would be nice. Okay, you know what? I even put the song list up already. Public. Save. There we go. Okay, well guys, I did some magic, and if you want to watch it later, if you didn't have the chance to see it, or you wanna see one of the songs again, you can actually watch the VOD of the quote-unquote unarchived karaoke stream from last week that I somehow managed to salvage. But yeah, the muted songs are Blumenkranz. So Kill la Kill soundtracks get muted. Oh well, they get blocked worldwide. That is why I had to mute it. Allies and No Differences got blocked. So basically whatever comes from Alt Noah 0. So Kill la Kill and Alt Noah 0 get blocked worldwide. Recreators gets blocked only in Russia. The rest is fine though, which also means that the other songs are all songs that we could sing in an actual normal karaoke. But yeah, here is my power move. I take my unarchived karaoke and I conjure it with the power of alchemy to be archived. Whoa! There you go. I hope you'll enjoy it. Hey Greg, hey 4 Elemental. There, this is the true display of my alchemistic power. Row, row, fight the power. Hell yeah. What would my domain expansion be? You know, I would probably come up with something, but I'm not even sure what a domain expansion exactly is, because I haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen yet. However, I have a Crunchyroll sub running, so I have it on my watch list. I will probably watch it soon. Hiroyuki Sawano, a magenta VTuber, is here claiming her dominance. Since when are we on magenta? Huh? What do you mean? I can't win anime music quiz, my brain can't remember anything. Okay, but that also means that if there happens to be a show that you actually know and then you guess it right, it will be like the biggest power move you have ever done and you will be super proud. JJK watch along stream when? I don't know, I feel like watch-along streams for stuff that you need a subscription for is like super inconvenient. But maybe that's just me. I know that people sometimes do it, I've seen people do it, but it's like, can people actually watch along? Feels so... I don't know, I think it would be so tedious for you guys. Hey Akin! Have you complained about animes on videos yet? Videos are not on the list. I am about to complain about anime now that we've talked about anime music quiz and Jujutsu Kaisen. Not gonna complain about Jujutsu Kaisen because I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it soon. I've seen a few scenes though, because YouTube sometimes recommends you uploads of popular scenes. So I have seen things, and yeah. things that didn't turn out so happy. Let's say it like that. It's better to watch season 1 and 2 together. I am someone who actually like usually waits until a show is done airing anyway, and then I just binge watch. I just binge watch it all. Theo! Hey there! Did you mean Hiroyuki Sawano, a Salmon VTubers here claiming her dominance? Yeah. They just, it was just a typo. It's not actually magenta. So, So. As I said earlier, I got that crunchy sub recently. Hashtag not sponsored. I just happened to still have an account, and I know there's a lot of anime there that I want to watch. But yeah, finding the anime you want to watch on the right service is a whole skill in itself, because the issue of modern streaming, when every streaming service has licenses for other shows or other seasons of the shows, and you want to watch one season of the show on one platform, and then, I don't know, another platform has the other season, or you get the sub for one platform, and then the other platform has the other show that you wanted to watch, and it's like, what the heck is going on? You're here for complaining, you have a lot of game and anime blazing hot takes yourself that you usually hold back. Well, maybe you have some takes about these ones. Have you seen the Nier Automata anime though? I have, you know what? Talking about that, let's start with that. I actually got that sub because one evening I had sad alchemist hours, and I just wanted to watch a show to kinda, you know, relax a little bit. And then I was like, you know what? I haven't actually seen the Nier anime yet. I know it's not that great or something, like that's the consensus I've heard, but I want to see it anyway, see where it goes. That's when I got my sub. And then I watched the Nier Automata and ending anime. By the way, I'm trying not to go into like super detailed stuff as to not spoil you guys if you want to see one of these shows, like still. Or I will tell you beforehand if I say something spoilery, so you can mute for a few seconds. Sing Escalade, please. Oh, I really like Escalade. I probably would have to, like, practice it a little bit before I can sing it though, because, like, the way the lyrics work in this one is so weird. Oh, bye, Dante. Get well soon, and thanks for stopping by. But yeah. So first of all, music really nice. I mean, it's the game music, so there's not much you can do wrong. I didn't know if I liked the opening of the anime at first. It seemed so, I don't know, convoluted, I guess? So it's Escalade by... Wait, we learned how to say it? Aimer? Aimer. 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 There we go. Yeah, it's like, it sounded super convoluted to me, but like, I feel like it's partially also because of how she sings it. And the more I listened to the song, the more it grew on me though. And I actually ended up not skipping the opening for Nier Automata while I was watching. I really enjoyed just listening to the song after a while. It gets a lot better the more you listen to it, I feel like. Some songs do that. But yeah, the anime itself, it was just average. It was like between average and I guess it's okay. So like, I don't know, what did I give the show? I have an anime list and I think I give it a 5 or a 6. So it's like, it's okay. It's an okay show. The issue with the show is, I feel like sometimes they wanna, you know, derive from the game and do something new and unique, and that's the moments where you go, oh my god, like this is different from the game. What are they doing here? And then, because they suddenly remember that they just wanted to make this an adaptation of sorts, they immediately rolled back on it, back to a way where it follows the original story again. And then it's like, oh, you cowards! You fucking cowards! yeah, so like there's a few interesting moments and then they immediately like they drop the ball on those. There was a few changes to how the story goes from the original. There was one part in particular where you could really feel that, oh, okay, this is a part that they didn't integrate into this show because they knew they didn't have enough time to make it play out the way it does in the game. And then instead of, you know, following the structure of the game, they just have like an entire section convoluted into one scene, and instead of showing what happens, they just have a character explain all the stuff that you would have otherwise learned in the game, but you couldn't in the anime. So the character just goes on a big exposition rant, and you're like, oh well, yeah, they obviously did not have a way to put this part into the show. So, hey, here's this character just telling us about it for 5 minutes before we get a fight. And then... what else? Wait, there was something else. Oh yeah. The animation, I feel like is pretty decent, especially in fighting scenes. They have some really good animation, but like other than that, it's like it's okay. What's absolutely terrible though is the CG in that show, because I don't know if that's actually how they did it or if they worked over those models, but the models look like they just took it from the game, put the 3D models with slightly different texturing into the anime so they didn't have to redo it themselves or draw it. And it looks so fucking terrible. It looks so horrible. I was like, no. Oh no. Oh no. Honey, what did she do there? Hold on, I'm thinking if I can maybe find a picture of that anime CG. Maybe I can show you what I mean. Because damn, that looked so out of place. Like, you would think it's smart to use the models from the game because it saves time and you already have the models, right? But then it just doesn't translate at all. It just didn't work at all. Oh, hold on, this is a really good picture. Okay, hold on. I'm saving a picture for you so I can show you an example. Is there another picture maybe that I can use? Oh god, this one is really good as well. Hold on, I'm saving some pictures for you. Oh, I can't actually save this one. You know what I really hate? When you go to Google and you look for an image and you want to save the image and it's like either it just doesn't save at all or it saves in a format that no human soul can ever open on their PC. What's his name again? Engels? Engels. Can I find Engels? Because that one is the first boss fight that they show in the show, and it also happens in the game. And that one looks terrible. But you know what? The image that I have right here should suffice. Let me set that up for you. Okay, there we go. Okay, are you ready for this? Disclaimer, this is an actual, this is just straight up a screenshot. There we go. Yeah, they just... What is that? That is the Nier Automata anime. So you just have these 3D models that are they look like they are straight out of the game because they are very accurate, but they look like they are not textured at all. Like they're missing some lighting or something. And they just drop these models in the show, and that's just how you see them in the show, legit. And they just move towards, like they, in this shot, I remember they move to the front. So like they don't even like sway a little bit or anything. It's just these weird looking 3D models and they move into the background. It's so weird. It looks so weird. Graphic design is my passion. Like, I obviously don't want to disrespect anyone who worked on this. I heard that like the show was in production hell too. I remember the last few episodes, like the last 4 episodes I think, got delayed super hard and then all dropped at once, very unceremoniously. The ceremony thing. I remember that they all got dropped at once, and they obviously didn't seem to have enough time to work on this. So this is probably one thing they cut corners on, but man, does it look bad. I'm so sorry, but this is atrocious. This was, like, every time this showed up in the show, I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. Is Yoko Taro involved in a production line? At best, he probably works as a supervisor and looks over it briefly and then says, yeah, sure, go ahead. But otherwise, I don't think he's involved any further. Hey, Demonic Slayer! Oh. Now my mind is constantly thinking of how Sin would look without shadowing. Very flat. Very flat, probably. But yeah. Nier Automata is getting another season later this year. Oh yeah, they are continuing the anime. Hopefully they will have a little bit more time to work on it this season and it gets better. The first season of the anime just covers everything until ending A. So, similar to the game actually, they basically covered the base game and then you get into the real game. And if you're a silly person, you will only watch season 1, and if you're an even sillier person, you only played Nier Automata until ending A and then stopped and actually missed the entire part that makes the game what it is. But yeah, it had a few nice scenes, like fan service scenes for fans where like old characters show up. A few things are changed, but with this show I have the feeling that they can't really decide who it's for, because it doesn't really feel like it's for me as a fan, because they are not, like, they're not going through with whatever new stuff they are trying, and it also does not feel like it's for new people either, because there's a lack of stuff here and there that is like crucial, I feel like, to the experience of the story. And it's like, if you didn't know anything about Nier and you watched it, you could probably enjoy this decently and then decide to maybe pick up the game. Like, that's what I could see, but otherwise it's like, it doesn't really know what it wants to be, I think. And that's like a little bit of an issue. Also, hey Myth! I was in the middle of my ramble when you joined. But yeah. It's like, I went out of there, I was a little bit disappointed. I was a teeny bit disappointed. I will say though, I watched it in English dub because I'm used to the English dub from playing the games, and that was really pleasant to listen to. Mostly because, well, the actual voice actors picked up their roles again to play in this as well. So it feels really nice. It feels really nice to watch in English. And I've been watching more shows in English in general recently, because it's just, I feel it's nicer when I can do something else on the side and still enjoy the show without having to focus on it, because then it's like, oh, you gotta commit several hours to watching this now. And I have an issue with that. Was the OST as good as in the game? I mean, almost all of the tracks were from the game directly. There were a few versions that differentiated from the game, but these were nice too, so yes. Soundtrack is basically the same as in the game, so it's very good. They also, and that's a thing that I believe the show did really well, and I'm really happy that they did it. They animated the Pearl Harbor mission act. Not a spoiler because you actually, well, you don't get to play or see this part in the game. You read it as a sort of novel inside the game. It's basically the original mission that A2 went on, and they actually went out of their way to animate it in the show. So I feel like, even if you don't want to watch the show, if you like the game, then it's worth just watching these 1 or 2 episodes where they did that, because that's really nice to see animated. Or visually, just because you don't even get to see it visually in the game. You only get to read about it. Or you can watch the stage play. And that's where you get your lore. I am one of these people who find listening to English anime VAs grating. Really? What language do you guys all watch anime in? Or games even? Like, are you the types of people who always go for like Japanese stuff no matter what? Or do you sometimes also just say, hey, I want to listen to this in English, or maybe you even want to listen to it in your own language? I usually avoid German because German dubs aren't that good. They are often not that good because I feel like people have a certain view of what anime sounds like, and then they kind of overdo it here in many dubs. There's like one studio, it's like Universal Film. When they dub animes, it's always really good. They have really, really good voice actors. And old shows specifically too in German have really great voice actors. But a lot of like more niche, like indie studios over here, they often have like very stiff direction. And I don't think it's the fault of the voice actors, actually. Don't get me wrong. It's always also how are they directed, you know, by the person who leads the recording. So sometimes it's not even their fault when something sounds awkward. It's just they get directed in the wrong way. And I feel like sometimes here in German, they don't really have the nuance that they need. But anything that Universal touches, and one of the things they touched is Madoka Magica. Hey! These are really good. I actually love the German dub for Madoka Magica. It's really good. I love it. But otherwise, it's always like hit or miss, depending on the show. Okay, let me catch up. See, I tried to also put on subs when I watched the show in English, but if you pick English VA and then English subs, it just doesn't show any subs for some reason. Don't know about second season, but the later seasons for 7 Deadly Sins have really bad animation, and I hate the animation for the last season for Tokyo Ghoul. Oh yeah, I saw like a scene, I believe, from the later seasons of 7 Deadly Sins that was kind of like laughingstock. YouTube recommended it to me and I looked at it and I'm like, what did I just look at? And it's so sad. It's just sad because usually when something like this happens, it's really just, oh, the animators didn't get the time that they need. Japanese because I am Nihongo Josu. Japanese or German? I often don't like the English dub. See, in German I feel like sometimes they overdo it, but in English I feel like sometimes they are too stiff. So it depends on the show for me. I have for the Blue Archive anime. I don't really know Blue Archive, so not really. Japanese, but I speak a good amount of it. Then that's probably nice, yeah. If you can watch in Japanese and you also understand a bit of what's being said, at least. Or even understand most of it, that's really nice. In return, it's really grating when you hear Japanese and you understand it and you read the subs in, let's say, English and you see how it does not match up. Mostly JP, but at least I try English out. Oh, yeah, that's also nice. I feel like it really depends on the show sometimes. Yeah, German dubs exist! Anime gets dubbed in German! Yes. We actually have dubbing studios. Some of them go hard, some others do not go far. Let's say it like that. I watch anime in JP, but I play games in EN. That's very valid. I know that a lot of people also, whenever they, especially when they play like a Japanese game, they immediately go to JP dub no matter what. But the thing is, well, for me at least, because I don't actually know Japanese, it's like, sometimes it depends on my mood. If I want to have a cozy time, then it's super exhausting to have a Japanese dub and then have to read everything in English and at like the same speed too, depending on the game. Sometimes games very fast. So just having English dub on can also make the experience just a bit more cozy because you don't have to rush and read along. Mostly JP for me. I usually like animes in Japanese and games in English. I used to always just watch anime in Japanese too, but that's also because, especially earlier, you wouldn't have simuldub, so shows would not get dubbed so close to release at all. You would only have them available in Japanese either way. I listen to everything in their original VA, regardless of what. Yeah, I can understand that too. It's like, you kinda have the original intended experience, and it's not dubbed in any way. Speaking of German dubs, anime can be overdone sometimes, but in like real life shows and movies, usually we have really, really good voice actors. Sometimes I like them more than the original English version. Hey, True Neutral! I can read sub and anime, but I'm too lazy to read them in games since there's other things to do while playing. True, true! That's also something about, like, putting in English in games to make it more cozy. When you have dialogue and battles or something, reading alongside that can be very tedious. Oh. If there's an option to play in Japanese, I play in Japanese. I find a lot of the nuance of the voices gets lost in translation. See, what I think sometimes, because like there's people who will literally run around with a knife if you say you listen to, I don't know, an anime in anything but Japanese. But then sometimes I saw people also saying like, oh, show XY like doesn't actually sound that great in Japanese either if you listen to it and like you know Japanese. Because obviously not everything will be like extremely good just because it's Japanese. But you wouldn't be able to tell unless you actually know Japanese, right? So sometimes I'm wondering like, maybe some of the shows I watch aren't like that crazy the way they're spoken in the original language either. But I wouldn't know. Though there are definitely times where like you hear a line or just, you know, a voice acting in a different language and you can really tell when like emotion comes through. And then it's like, yes, I can say that this is very good even though I don't know the language. Oh. I remember that sometimes the fan subs were more accurate than official releases. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that happened a lot. I believe that probably still happens a lot, honestly. Especially like when streaming started over here, or like in general. I just, there were so many complaints because like, first of all, the subs looked horrible. in the official version, sometimes they would use like thick yellow text or something, and it's like, how am I supposed to read that? But then they would also do like, I don't know, almost Google translations of the stuff. And it's like, ugh. You can't even read along properly because like this is not a sentence. Do you think that Library of Arena will get an English dub since it's finally gotten a Japanese dub? Ooh, if it got, it would not be anytime soon. I actually kinda don't think it will. Going from Korean to Japanese seems a lot more reachable than them going from Korean into English. So like maybe in the future, but like I don't think so. I don't think anytime soon. Maybe in future games when they like get bigger. I watched the German dub of Spy X Family, it was great. Ooh! I wanna watch Spy X Family with a friend, because the friend I wanna watch it with, she doesn't really watch anime. But she's interested in this one, so I'm like, hell yeah, let's go! Dragging you down into hell! I also forced that friend to play Final Fantasy XIV. That friend never had touched an MMO before, but I got her into Final Fantasy XIV and she likes it a lot, and she loves her Lalafell, and now we're the Lalafell duo. Ajuka, Paladin, or Ayuka? Well, either way, hey there! Spice and Wolf was amazing in the EN dub for you. Ooh, I know that I can sing the opening, but I haven't seen Spice and Wolf. There are Japanese words that have no equates in English. For example, mezamono, basically arise or transcend, but even more superlative. Yeah, I mean, that's where localization comes into play, right? You can often not translate one-to-one. And especially not when, you know, the sentence that comes out will just sound weird and unnatural, because there are definitely differences between how people also describe things in languages. So that's work for localization. Yippee! You know what? I wonder. I just thought. Localization, yippee! I am localization, yippee! I wonder if there's localization jobs for anime scripts. Oh, but I probably couldn't do it because I don't know Japanese. And they probably only want that's done from like the Japanese script to be close as possible, and then not make it close anyway. Funtime Freddy, hey there! Hold on. Oh my god, my chat jumped down. Where was I? Fuck! Wait, I'm right there. Okay, wait, I have it. Anime authenticity is dead to me, especially if the deviation work is good fun. What? What? It's Fox Anime but economics, Spice and Wolf. I have a friend who really loves Spice and Wolf. Aren't they also continuing that show or something? I think it got a second season like way later. Also there are untranslatable puns. Oh yes. Puns are super hard to translate. Often doesn't work at all. Often you just have to drop the joke. Or entirely change to a different one. I finally caught up. You will do a better job than English. What? English vote translators? What? But I would love to do, I mean, I do kind of work in localization, I guess, somewhat. Only mildly. I do some social media stuff and text translations for blogs and like templates, like design stuff and things like that. Sin doesn't know. No, I don't know. Maybe it's better that way. I'm innocent. But yeah, I would kind of love to tackle something bigger, like a game or something. Or maybe a show. But I could only do stuff that comes from English. I think I'm pretty good at localizing, or well, translating I'm really good at least. People are always like, people who work with me always seem very satisfied with what I provide them with. Oh. Translate a German pun, or I would ask you to do that if there were any German puns that were funny. Damn! Ow! There surely are funny German puns. I just can't grab one out of my mind right now. Oh. You could probably start by subtitling VTuber clips or something. Huh. Hire me, everyone! I will translate for your VTuber clips! You will want me for the job because I'm in the middle of the VTubing sphere! Hello! In fact, I'm streaming right now! Isn't that crazy? What a coincidence! They mean people who replace stuff like just wanted to change the mood into got tired from the gaze of patriarchy, unironically. Oh my god. I mean, sometimes there's a little bit of crazy localization workings, yeah, where it's like, oh, what did you do? Do you know about Asterix and Obelix? The author said each language is a unique comic. They changed the jokes to make it work, etc. I haven't heard from... I know the series, I know Asterix and Obelix, the comics, but I hadn't heard that yet. But that's kind of also the goal, isn't it? Like, you want to stay as close as possible, but you also want to, you know, adjust it in your language in a way that it's like an experience that's kind of unique, but still gets the meaning across. German jump scare, a little bit of Deutsch. A little bit of Deutsch. Miss Kobayashi's Maid Dragon Translate drama? Oh, I haven't seen anything of that. I don't know what's that about. I am blissfully unaware. I remember the times when YouTube subtitles to different languages were open. I worked on a German sub for one Dragon Ball Z and then something with a episode. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, I kind of missed that too. Now if you want to hand in subtitles for a video, you need to directly hand in the subtitle file to someone and then they can upload it. So, yeah, it's gotten a little bit more tedious and, yeah. At the same time, I guess you don't get 50 subtitle requests of people just posting the exact same translation again so they get the credit. And you don't have to, you know, deny those anymore. So less work to do as a YouTuber. I will never forgive YouTube for removing community closed captions. Yeah, it was a really nice feature. I'm kind of sad that it's gone. There's no German translation for the whole graffiti yet. Oh. Yeah. The community sub removal is like, what? Wow. Now if you want to see the translation for a song, you have to scout through the comments and then hope someone just wrote it down. What's your opinion on JP people using German words because they think it sounds cool? I think it's really cool actually. I really enjoy it, and every time when I hear a song from an, I don't know, show or a game and I I actually look at the lyrics and it's like, oh my god, that's German. It's like, mind blown. My mind is blown, and I think it's really cool. However, I really wish that people like Hiroyuki Sawano, who like to use German so much, would actually get a German person in their team. Because AZ-Loser-Krankheit, was ist das? Is sure a thing that I wonder what it is. That's not a thing! Oh. It's like the sentences they blurt out either are not actual like real words, or sometimes the sentences are just so they are on a like kindergarten level of language usage, and it's like, please just get a German person to write the lyrics for you, or to take the lyrics that you wrote and then adjust them a little bit. And it's funny because you can easily adjust them. I've actually put two, like I've actually gotten two lyrics for like Alias or Sternengesang before, and I just opened the document and I adjusted some words, and you have a perfectly fine German sentence if just literally anyone who knows German went over these a little bit. And it would still fit with the syllables in a song, and it would still be the same song, but at least you have a real German sentence, and it's like, please! It can't be that hard for a person of this caliber to find one German person. And it's so frustrating sometimes, because he clearly gets English-speaking people who write proper English lyrics for his English songs, so get a German person for your German songs. Some of his lyrics have better German than others, so I wonder if a German person was involved in them. But there are a lot of the lyrics that are like, what did you do? Did you put this through like Google Translator? Frieren manga is full of German words as well. I mean, Frieren itself is a German word. And funny that you say that. I started watching Frieren yesterday, the anime. And the characters pretty much all have... Yeah, at least all the main characters have German names. It's like Himmel. That just means sky. Frieren is just like... It's freezing in German. What else? What was the priest called again? ALTYR. ALTYR. How do I even translate that? That's also a German word. No, it's not Norwegian, Google. The German one. The German one. Oh yeah, I guess bright or cheerful. Though, it could also mean that you're slightly drunk, which is funny for this character because it fits him. Fern? Well, Fern could just be a normal name actually, but Fern is also a type of greenery technically, if you wanted to go from... Oh yeah! There's Fern, which is greenery, and Fern, which is far away. True. True. Fern is just far away. Or it could be a type of greenery too. Meinst du nicht fahren? Oh, is there not... Hold on. Oh yeah, I guess it would be fahren, not fan. Oops. So yeah, fan is just far away. Fern did try to shoot that boulder across the canyon. True. Cinnia Antimony? Yeah. I'm very far away! You can call me Fern! Does this qualify as a German joke? But yeah, the names are... Most of them in Frieren are definitely German. And it's nice because I feel like so far all the names make a lot of sense and fit the characters. But yeah, I love it when Japanese people use German. I just wish that sometimes when they're this motivated, they just get an actual German person to look over it a little bit. You said it in English though? Yeah, but like it wouldn't be a joke if you don't include the German. So does this count as a German joke? Oh yeah, also the places in Frieren are German. What was it? I think the forest was called Großwald or Größterwald, which is just the biggest forest. Großwald would be big forest and Größterwald would be the biggest forest. We could do silly translation jokes like I believe I spider. I think I spider. Ich glaub ich spinne. And all it is technically I think I'm going crazy. But we say I think I spider. We need a bad joke stream. I need to do the bad joke stream I was talking about last week. And then you guys can make jokes and I will rate them. Does rosa have secondary meaning? No, rosa is just a color, which is a light pink. There's rosé, which is a rose. Is this peak German comedy? Yes. Enjoy. It's a light pink. Okay, it's a light pink. It's like a pastel pink. Rosa is pink? No, it's not the same! It's not the same! Well, it's a type of pink, but it's a different color if you say it. Anyway. Spanish pain. Anyway, I started Frieren yesterday. Really amazing so far. I'm at episode 5 only. I've seen a scene of the show before. Where Frieren powerfully told someone else to Sudoku. That's the first thing I saw of this show. But yeah, I really loved this show so far. It has a weird sense of nostalgia while watching it. If I had to put it into words, it kind of like watching the show and how it unfolds so far, it kind of feels like playing World of Warcraft for the first time. It's like, it feels super nostalgic for some reason, and I really like how they go with the fantasy. Like, it's just, there's no silly stuff, it's like proper, the setting is a proper fantasy world. And all the advancements and new powers are explained in a very fantasy setting that you can follow. So I really like that. And all the characters are super lovable so far. I love all of them. They're really nice. I really like the show so far. And I hope it stays that good, because then could easily be a 9 or a 10 on my list. Going from a 1 to 10. Maybe a 9. It's like 10 is like... 10 has to leave me actively thinking about the show for at least 2 weeks. Then it's a 10. When I'm done watching. But I feel like the show could become that. World of Warcraft mentions Sin is such a boomer. Yes, yes. I did play World of Warcraft. Back in the day. when Wrath of the Lich King was at its peak, and the game was still good, and Blizzard was still a respected company. I like Frieren, but the sexual jokes caught me off guard and kind of feels out of place. What? I think I only saw one so far, where it's like the kid pulling up her skirt for no reason. That was a little bit weird. Unalive yourself. Funk music plays. Yeah. Hey, yesterday I got hit by lightning and I think it was shocking. And you survived too, congratulations. That is quite shocking. Oh, Shinta, that joke. That's a classic though. I was there in the custom Warcraft free maps. Oh my god. I played Warcraft free too. So free as well, not free too. I didn't play two, but I played free. Bad joke, sorry. I still have the original CD of Warcraft 3 here in my shelf, actually. And sometimes I would used to just pull it out and play around when I felt like it. However, that's not possible anymore, because Blizzard sucks. And I hate them. Just like everyone else. Infinite Craft? I never heard of that. I will check that out. Do you craft in that game and it's infinite? But yeah, Frieren, very enjoyable so far. It has the potential to land on a 9 for me, score-wise, if it keeps up its momentum. And that is what I needed! That is what I needed! After finishing watching 86! Because fuck am I disappointed! What's it with animes having a super amazing setup in season 1 and then fucking obliterating themselves to the void and beyond in season 2? What the fuck? Why? I call it the Alt-Noah Zero syndrome. Season 1 of 86 was so nice. I put it on an 8. It was super enjoyable. It had a little bit, like it had a few flaws in, I think, the world building here and there, where I was like, okay, I don't see how this situation would be that way in this kind of setting, but whatever. I enjoyed the rest so much that I will ignore this. So, solid 8. Really solid 8 even. Hiroyuki Sawano's soundtrack, very good. The premise is super nice. I really enjoyed the combat with the CG even. The CG is decent. I'm like, wow, this was a really good setup. The ending left me fucking devastated. I'm like, yes, I'm excited to see what they do with season 2. Like, cause this could go many directions. And it could go many good directions. I watched season 2. 17 episodes in. So into the whole series. So like 5 episodes, 5 or 6 episodes into season 2, that is. I contact my friend whom I talked to about the show. I'm like, I don't know if I should drop the show. I'm like, does this get any better? Like, is the ending worth it? Or should I just drop it on the spot? And then they started laughing. Because they didn't actually let me know that it goes to shit. They were just like, yeah, the ending is really nice. And then they just let me go. And I came back to them. I'm like, what the fuck did you have me watch? everything that made season 1 so great and so nice to me and exciting and like emotional, it's like almost entirely gone in season 2. It's just gone. They just, I don't know. They took the good part and they opened the window and they threw it out. They had 10 people walk over it and then they spit on it from the window that they threw it out of. I was so bored. There were like 1 or 2 episodes. Like the ending was nice, but we didn't need that ending, honestly, to be satisfied. I thought season 1 was good the way it ended. But everything, like, I just felt like this entire second season was so dragged out for no reason, and they repeat the same stuff, and they dropped everything that made the first season interesting. And starting from episode 20, I think? 18, 20, somewhere around that. Somewhere around episode 20, I started, and this only happens when I really hate something while I'm watching. I started skipping through the show. I started skipping through the show because I was so bored. And when I reached the last 2 episodes, I started doing my taxes because I was so bored. And you know, it's fucking boring when a German person starts doing their taxes during something. I was so disappointed. I felt so unsatisfied afterwards. What I'm trying to say, 86 is a great show. If you want to watch it, watch it. But immediately fucking drop it when you finish season 1. Just watch season 1 and don't even look at season 2. Just go. And if you really want to see the characters again, watch the last episode of season 2 and nothing else. Watch season 1, watch the final episode of season 2, and then drop the entire rest of the show. Do yourself the favor if you want to watch 86. That's a German joke right there. No, I really did my taxes while watching. Because I shoved them up way too much and I had to do the last 3 months of taxes. Have you read the light novel of 86? No, I only saw the anime. Anime? Yeah, it is my anime. The anime has become my anime. I have not read the novel. If the novel is better, nice. If it's the same as the anime, not nice. At least it has something unlike Magia Record. See, that's really funny that you say that, because the only other show that I skipped through was Magia Record. Because I was so bored. Was it as bad as Promised Neverland 2? I don't think anything can be as bad as Promised Neverland 2. I didn't even watch Promised Neverland 2 because I knew how bad it's gonna be, and I didn't want to do this to myself. No. The friend who watched 86 and talked to me about it is not the friend who I got into Final Fantasy XIV. But yeah. Yeah, if you want to watch 86, just watch season 1. If you really want to, watch the last episode of season 2. Ignore that season 2 is a thing. I can't believe since not evading taxes unsubscribed. You forget where I live. See, you could murder an entire family. If you evade taxes in Germany, you will have it worse than for actually getting to that family. You can't, well, you can try to evade taxes in Germany, but you better not get caught or your ass is, yeah, it's over for you. That's frighteningly accurate? Yeah, no. Germans are very, very accurate about their paperwork and especially their money. You could murder an entire family, Cinnia Antimony. Yeah, you would still be better off than if you evaded taxes in this country. There's no season 2 of 86. Exactly. Exactly. There's only one number that is called 86, so there's no season 2 of the number 86. That's how it works. I remember the second season of Haruhi Suzumiya, that was hard to watch. I haven't actually seen Haruhi, but I saw like a 40-minute video documentary about the second season of Haruhi and why it's bad. So I know what you're talking about. I think for like 8 episodes or something, they repeat the same exact episodes with slight changes because they're stuck in a time loop or something. I think that was it. Yeah, the endless summer. I keep drinking here, but I don't even tell you guys to stretch and hydrate. Guys, stretch. Stretch! Whoa, 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 whoa. And hydrate. And now I'm out of water, so excuse me for excuse me for like 20 seconds. Excuse me. Oh god, moving is so hard. Hello, I'm back. No, no riot in chat, behave! Behave, or I will pull out the knife. Shinta! Now you got caught live. Now you even got caught live. Shaking my SMH. Thank you, thank you. Caught in 4K. Now in 1080p. Because I increased my bitrate. They were completely new episodes? I mean, yeah, but they followed the exact same... Like, didn't they just do the exact same thing every episode? With slight changes? In the Haruhi thing? Unlimited bitrate works. Speaking of, I have seen the first episode of Unlimited Blade Works and then I just didn't continue watching and I'm not sure why. I guess it didn't really click with me. But it looks really nice. Maybe I'll try it out again. Same plot, but they had to reanimate everything, so it costs money. Well, maybe they should have used that money to do something that is more enjoyable to watch. Can you make a potion that makes my enemy suffer a gunshot wound? Why do you need a potion for that? Huh? So first of all, who are you using this on? Why? And why do you need a potion for it? Just get the actual thing. Not saying you should, but you know, if you wanted to, then a potion is probably not the first way you should think of. Ooh, Project Moon anime would be very interesting, damn. Yeah, they have very nice world building. But it depends on also who, like which characters they follow, but Shouldn't really matter. Their characters are always really interesting. But yeah, anyway, these were the anime shows that I watched recently and that I'm watching. And what can I say? The experience has been kind of mixed. It's been kind of... When something like this happens after watching a show, I just think back to Attack on Titan and how amazing watching that felt. Here I am again chilling out for Attack on Titan. Hashtag not sponsored. I just really enjoyed watching Attack on Titan. What an amazing show! Oh, crazy! Crazy show! Oh, anyway. You wanna complain about video games but you only play gacha games? You can complain about gacha games, I guess. You're rewatching Cyberpunk Edgerunners, such a great show. Yeah, I think Cyberpunk was decent. But it didn't really, like, I don't know. To me it was just decent and nothing more. I know a lot of people really like the show. And a lot of people get very emotional about the show too, but to me it was just kinda eh. It was nice to watch, I guess. But I didn't really feel for the characters as much as I hoped I would. So... yeah, everyone will be like, oh my god, this was so emotional, and I will be the one awkward person in the room being like, yeah, I guess it was okay. Everyone turns around to me, they're like... and I'm like... and they pull their fork from the table, and I'm like... It was a good tragedy anime? I guess you could say it like that. I really love Studio Trigger, so it was just kind of feast for the eyes sort of thing. But it didn't really make me, like, it didn't grip me emotionally or anything. People forget your German. How does that relate? Cyberpunk is so depressing that I love it. It's unfortunate people in an unfortunate world, and I think that's a theme that really resonates with people, but... I don't know. Usually I'm someone who very much resonates with this kind of thing. Nier fan here, after all, but... I don't know. Something was missing. Or maybe it was just too fast. I felt like I didn't have time to even become emotional for these characters. It was just like, well, I guess they fucking died. Okay. Good action. Decent show. Did you play the game? It helped me understand the world better. No, I have not played Cyberpunk. I feel like the world was easy enough to follow in the show, like the premise of it, but it's just, I don't know. Just didn't really catch me at my heartstrings, I guess. Is how you could say it. So, video games, right? I got the new Granblue fantasy game. Granblue Fantasy Relink. And it's so much fun to play. It's such a good game. Oh, I love that game. And I'm someone who did not play the actual original Granblue Fantasy game. It's a little bit, like you have to do a little bit of catch up if you want to know the characters. There's like novel sections and summaries and like a glossary where you can look up stuff from the original game to know what they're about and what journey you're on. It's a little bit tedious, but I don't really care. Especially since I think the original isn't the original like a gacha game or something? Yeah, I think it's a gacha game. It's definitely a mobile game. So it's like, I can't be bothered to go through this entire game. But yeah, I'm playing Relink, and like, even if you don't know the original, it's like easy and like standard enough to get into the story, I feel like. And I like the characters. Most of them, at least. Dragon's kinda annoying, but It's like your typical gacha mascot, right? So of course the dragon is annoying. But the combat, oh my god, the combat. The reason I bought this game, because I never would have even looked at this game usually. Because I don't like JRPGs that much. I looked at this game only because I had the chance to play the demo at a convention last year and was really surprised at how much fun it was. The combat is amazing. Feels great. Also, I did the first like actual boss fight in the story, and just the way they set up the fight in terms of cinematography, so like how the cutscenes play out and how you do the fight itself and stuff like that. Doing the first boss fight felt like I'm doing a Final Fantasy XIV boss for the first time. Felt amazing. Felt amazing. That was awesome. No clue about Granblue, but I went out of that fight and I'm like, holy shit, that was amazing. It's really great. I love the game. And I'm really happy that it launched, because I heard that it actually had some production issues. Like there was a little bit of production hell, apparently. And it's like, well, it's here and it's really good. And I say that as someone who has like zero connection to this series. So, yeah. Final Fantasy XIV, what's that, Cinnia? Can you explain in great detail? So Final Fantasy XIV, the critically acclaimed MMORPG made by Square Enix, Creative Business Unit 3, and Naoki Yoshida as lead. Now with a free trial up to level 70, including Stormblood, which isn't the best expansion, but it's an expansion you get for free. Really good game! So anyway, what's the best? The best expansion? Shadowbringers. Don't even have to think about it. Like, Shadowbringers in Final Fantasy XIV. You obviously need the rest of the story to have context, but like just Shadowbringers in itself, with the story and like as a game in itself, so amazing. So amazing. Even I haven't played, but I know that Shadowbringers is the best. Yeah. Yeah, I will not, like, that's not even a discussion. I will not discuss this with anyone. I mean, if you have a different opinion, that's nice. It's okay to be wrong. Sin in Haze 20 hours later. You know what I actually did? When I was still studying, my final exam, we had a class in university that was called presentation. Like, it was just a presentation class. So, well, you just practice presentating stuff. Like presentating a text you wrote, presentating a project, and by the end of that class, the final exam of that class was making a 10-minute presentation about something, well, something you're excited about, basically, and make it interesting. The goal of this course was to have you be good at presenting and making it interesting and creative, and not doing it like a school presentation, right? Because, well, I studied design, so you wanna really hook people, kinda. So I went there, I pulled out a witch hat, I put on my witch hat, go in front, show the opening cutscene of Final Fantasy XIV, and just talk about the game for 10 minutes. My final exam in that class was talking about Final Fantasy XIV. While wearing a witch hat. And that's like... that's my favorite presentation I did, next to the one where I explained what Toho is. The class was held hostage for 10 minutes. Yes. Here's Final Fantasy XIV. Look at it. But yeah, My final exam for this class. Final Fantasy XIV. And I got an A. I got an A for this class. Let's go. So, success? I guess? Can you do the presentation on stream? I have genuinely considered doing a format of that sort in the past. Where I just do a presentation sort of stream where I talk about Toho and Final Fantasy XIV for an hour straight. Because... Oh no, she's going on a ramble. But no, even if you are not interested in these franchises, it's like the way they came to be and how these things like exist nowadays is so interesting. Like Final Fantasy XIV, the original version of it, 1.0, was a huge blow in the water. Like that was a terrible game. And it didn't have a lot of players and it was a financial disaster. And then the man, the legend, called Naoki Yoshida picked up the game and they made a whole new version of it. And that's the Final Fantasy XIV of today. And it's such an inspiring and amazing story. Even if you have nothing to do with this game, I think. It's a really good story. It's really, really nice. And then you have Toho and it's like, well, there was this man who wanted to sell his piano music, but no one wanted to buy it, so he made a video game. And then suddenly you're talking about Comic Cat having like 100 Toho circles, selling CDs of music arrangements and doujinshis, and there's a fan anime, and there's like 20, 30, there's like 20 games, and like 30 fan games, and 100 fan games, and everything. And it goes crazy, and you're like, what happened? They have just very interesting franchise stories, I guess. I remember having a present your hobby assignment in my English class in high school. Of course, I talked about my anime hobby for that. In a time when no one knew shit about anime at all. Boy, sometimes I think back, right? I have like an out-of-body, third-person experience, and I suddenly think back, and it's like, I'm like, shit, man. We exist, like, we VTubers, we exist. Nowadays. We're out there. And it's like, there's a lot of people who find us weird, right? They're like, what the fuck is this? And it just throws me back to like, how long is that ago now? When did I arrive here? It's been a while. I don't know. Go 15 years back or something. Go 15 years back. And I remember being at the bookstore, heading for the manga section. There's two boys standing there, making fun of manga and being like, oh, is this a porn too? And it's like, I like go around the corner to the animal calendars and I just wait until the boys are gone so I can go to the manga section. And look for my magical girl manga. Because people just didn't understand what this medium is at all. They just made fun of it. It's like, to most of the public, it was either all hentai or it's supposed to be comedy. It's like at school I had people who were like, oh, but this show isn't, I don't know, they talked about Dragon Ball and then someone else came in and she's like, oh, but I don't find the show funny. I look at her, I'm like, not all animes are comedy shows. What are you on about? Do you go into a movie in the cinema and think it's gonna be all comedy? Like, huh? It's like either people thought it's comedy or it's all porn. And it's like, man. And we've come so far. It's like nowadays it's a normalized medium. And sometimes I'm still like super wary before I tell anyone who I'm talking to, oh, I'm really into like anime and manga and stuff. Because I still sometimes feel like they're gonna find it weird. And then I realize, wait, that was 15 years ago. Now it's a normal medium. And now the new weird thing is VTubers. Now it's VTubers. I feel like nowadays, the normal people, quote unquote, who see VTubers, they now think what German people thought about manga 15 years ago. It's all the same stuff again, and in like 10 years, it's just gonna be normal. But they need time. They need time, okay? We are uncharted waters. Everyone here, we are a niche. We are an extreme niche, and I think sometimes that easily gets lost. Like, the thought about that gets lost when you're just inside that niche and you just watch a lot of VTubers, or you are a VTuber and stuff like that. But we're this tiny, weird corner for normal people at the moment. So yeah, it reminds me of that. Reminds me of manga situation in Germany 15 years ago. I know I sound like a grandma, but like, genuinely, it just feels like that. Maybe, but now that I'm an adult, I don't care about others' opinions anymore. And that's good. I don't know. Sometimes there's people, like, there are very much people who think they need to give up what they enjoy when they become an adult because that's what adulthood is about. I don't know how they have that image. Maybe it's, I don't know, we live in a society or something. But, yeah, there are people who, like, just give up on stuff they love because they feel like that's what being an adult is about. But I think being an adult is about embracing everything that you enjoy and just not caring about what others think of it anymore. So, just standing with what you love, basically. I feel like that's really what becoming an adult is about. Oh well, one part of it. The other part is responsibilities, work, and taxes. But we don't talk about that because that shit kinda sucks. I grew up on Minecraft Let's Plays and I never grew out of it. I mean, Minecraft, okay, all memes aside, Minecraft is genuinely an amazing game. I love Minecraft. I still, like, every year around New Year's, my friends and I get a Minecraft server. And we just play through the mods. Because Minecraft can be so crazy as a game and you can do so much stuff. It's a really good game. I thought Europeans don't have to do their own taxes. What? Huh? I refuse to call Minecraft a game, it's a platform. You know what? That's a good way to see it, actually. Yeah. Minecraft can be many things. There's so many mods out there that change the game entirely to, like, an entire new experience. You could call it more like... Well, it's very much a sandbox, right? It's a sandbox game. But yeah, kind of a platform. Would you consider doing a community Minecraft server? I can't afford that. Nah. None of us have played Minecraft on stream yet, and I don't want to have... Like, I can't afford running a server that is big enough to have people from a community playing on there regularly. So... yeah. Maybe one day when I have... You know, when I won the lottery and I have crazy money, then I will make the biggest Minecraft server any of you have ever seen for this community. And then we will all play on it. Americans get bullied for having to do taxes, so I thought it was different in Europe? No. You can hire someone to do your taxes, but I believe you can do so in any country. Like a tax consultant, you can hire a tax consultant to do it for you, but no. I actually, it's funny, I'm a freelancer, right? I tried to hire, well, I considered hiring a tax consultant once. I wrote an email, I got ignored. I got ignored! They just didn't, I don't know, they didn't fucking care. So I was like, okay, if that's how it is, I just teach myself to do taxes then, fuck you. And then I taught myself, and it was mind-breaking, and I cried, and it took way too long, but I taught myself how to do it, so now I just do my own I do my own taxes. It's just that taxes aren't extremely pointlessly complicated. It depends on where you live. It depends on where you live. Can you do mine too? I'm sorry, but no. No, I'm so sorry, but no. If I did them for you, you would have to pay me. You would have to pay me like at least 3 months worth of your income. Then I could do them for you. Can we do a tax stream? I still need to do my yearly report, so let's do a work along tax report stream. Oh my god. I think that would kill me. What? That's robbery? No, that's business. Australia does have a service that automatically deducts taxes from your income source. Oh, we do too! But not if you're a freelancer. If you're a freelancer, fuck you. Do my taxes, I will pay you $0 of my total income of $0. Pog! What a bargain! Baba does his taxes game. I have like I just use a software that makes it easier to enter everything, but the entire rest I have to do myself. No fraud! Yearly report, does this imply you have to do them more often than yearly? No, I'm just someone who works really detailed, so I actually do my taxes every single month, so that at the end of the year I have all the data that I need and I just need to put it in the software for the yearly report. So it's just an organizing stuff. I'm just very organized, so I do them every month, so I don't lose anything along the way. There are people who have a fucking meltdown when they do their yearly report, oftentimes because they don't know what's front and back because they didn't do it along the way. And I want to avoid that. So it's kind of just, I do them every month to prepare myself. It's also easier to like see if you made any mistakes or you missed anything this way. That's admirable. Sure you don't want to do mine? I told you my price. It's up to you. It's up to you now. Oh. But yeah, I played with the thought of playing Minecraft on stream because I really enjoy playing Minecraft. But I'm not the craziest builder or anything. So I don't know. I also get scared a lot in Minecraft. I always say Minecraft is a horror game. I actually get scared when I have to go into a cave. But yeah, I feel like Minecraft streams could be fun, but I'm not sure. It's also like, depending on what you run, whew, boy, does it eat up your PC. Like, damn. Depending on what you do, whew, you need a whole own machine. Hello, this is the IRS. Well, you gotta look at chat. Whoever said, yippee, let's do it. It's their fault, not mine. Still contemplating about the 3 months of income. I'm here all day, folks. Even if I don't stream all day, I'm online too much. I live online. I'm chronically online. And I'm usually online until like 3 AM. 2 or 3 AM, I'm online at least. So, yeah, you can catch me. A VTuber doing a teaching thanks rod would be funny. Oh my god. I feel like that would bring a whole other bunch of issues though. They do that, you know, whoever does that, they do that stream once. The alchemist does not sleep. Oh, I do sleep. Sometimes not enough though. Well, I tried to, and then Coco greets me in the morning, and it's like, I love you so much, and you're the cutest ever, but man. Speaking of Coco, I ordered a pizza yesterday because I had a voucher. I only order food when I have a voucher because it has become so expensive. But I ordered a pizza, and the pizza box is black, and Coco was scared of the pizza box. I moved it, and she fucking jumped. And then tried to carefully approach. Coco getting the pizza? Well, today she tried to open the pizza box because I had leftover pizza. Yesterday she was scared of the pizza box. I found VTubers slammed to the floor after stream and not move until the next one, like teachers. Yeah, sure, that's what we actually do. A literal scaredy cat, yeah. She's still baby. She's still baby. So, understandable. Who's this square cat? But yeah, ordering food has become way too expensive. I only ever buy food with a voucher. And even yesterday when I ordered my food, I got a pizza and some nuggies and like a cola. It's like, I used the voucher and it still cost 10 bucks. I never would have ordered this if I didn't have the stupid voucher. Why is food so expensive? And it's even worse because like, here in Germany, they actually raised the tax on food recently. And it's like, oh. Like they raised the tax on restaurant food specifically. And it's like, why? They already suffer. They already suffer. And you still put more on them and now we suffer too? That's relatively cheap. Yeah, 10 is a normal price, but it was with a 10 euro voucher. So it would have cost 20. And I used my voucher and then it still cost 10. So that was like 20 for pizza, some nuggies and a cola. Like a tiny cola, and it's like, what the fuck? You used to get that for the 10 without the voucher! Hey Novikov! It's sucky Fortnite und trinke Cola! Yippee! I love that meme. Meine Mama hat mir erlaubt, dass ich Cola trinken darf. That is peak German comedy? You know what? I agree. That is peak German comedy. I wonder if people are aware that the EP comes from a German meme. Oh, there's also the jazz version, I think, of this one. That is so amazing. I love that one. All the fried rice I can get with 20 euros. Yeah, right? At least you have delivery as an option. Can I complain because my favorite pizza place just stopped delivering to my place? And they still deliver to the place that's like 2 streets away from here, but because this counts as a different section of the city, they don't deliver here anymore because they suddenly went, this Cinnia person, they keep ordering pizza from us? That's 2 streets too far? Cancel this area. And I'm like, fuck. I loved you, and I trusted you, and I had coupon points for your page, and now I can't use them. You assholes! They took my pizza! Fuck! Oh. But yeah, unfortunate. I understand, because they are kind of far away. But that hadn't stopped them before. I think they specifically saw that I ordered and then they were like, you know what? Cut it. cut the connection. We're not delivering pizza there anymore. Oh. 20 euros, I get metric fuck ton of fried rice for like 740. That's not comparable though. Like a made pizza is more expensive than fried rice, and also the currency in I went Denglish there. Whoops! The currency in Japan is not very strong at the moment, so yeah. It's not even, like, you can't even compare that. Yeah, I was going to say Japan. Japan. We say Japan in German. And it was like, whoop! Wait a minute. That's not how you say it. Yen to euro is very much in favor for us. Yes, yes. Yen is like super weak compared to euro. So yeah. Sin auto switch language. I call myself bilingual. Oh. Hear me out, order for an address at the street, cash on delivery, and stand at the front gate for the interception. I could do that! You know what? I genuinely thought about that once before, but then I was like, do I really want to go to the city and stand in front of a random house to intercept a delivery man for a pizza and then go back home? Oh. And then I was like, you know what? I just order pizza at a different place. If just the damn flying wasn't so expensive, a vacation in Japan would be relatively cheap. Aren't there like abysmal flights that go at like 4 AM or something that are on the cheaper side? Over here! Oh my god, speaking of, I once had an experience. I bought a game and I don't know, something in the connection while paying. I don't know, on the page they wanted me to put in my name and address, but then when I paid, it kinda also sent the data from my payment, and then the delivery man couldn't find me and they just went into the hallway and then they screamed, Is there Cinnia here? And I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the rest of my name? Why didn't you just ring? Where's the rest of my name? And it's like, no, it just for some reason they just took Cinnia and they slapped it on the letter, on the package, and they were like, yep, that looks right. I don't know why it just says Cinnia, nothing else, but Cinnia seems right. There we go. Good luck. And I wrote them an angry email. I'm like, why did you only put Cinnia on the package when I gave you the full name when I ordered? And they're like, no, this is the data we got, this is your fault, it's not our problem. I'm like, oh, you fuck. This is the last time I ordered at your place. Never buying a game from you ever again. But yeah, luckily I was watching from the window and I saw the postman coming in. And I was like, oh well, I heard him coming in and I'm like, okay, but why is he not ringing? And then I go to the hallway and he's like, are you Cinnia? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, here. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the rest? Where's the rest of the name? Oh. How do you even get the idea that you just put a single part of a name and then think, yep, that's right. That must be the name. Just first name, nothing else. That must be the name. Hey, VHack. Hey, random person. Was it embarrassing? Yes, it was, because he was just shouting through the hallway. And I'm like, what is happening? Oh. DHL issues? Well, it wasn't the delivery service fault. But you're not far off, VHack. It was actually the place I ordered from. Only put the first part of my name and nothing else on the package. Like my first name and of course the address. That's how the delivery man came here after all, but they just removed almost everything of my name. And then the delivery man was screaming through the hallway, "Is there a so-and-so here?" And I'm like, something went wrong. Addressed to Cinnia. No, it's your fault. It's not our fault. The local duke has summoned you with the winter bell. Yeah. Animal Crossing style package scheme. Yeah, kinda. At least he bothered to shout out. Yeah, that's true. I'm so happy that I caught him on that day because I was waiting for the game and I feared that he would just turn around and leave. But I caught him and he caught me. And I'm so happy that he actually asked. Because I got my game. But man. Wow. I still need to I've been having an issue on my like game overlay where it cuts off the text on the chat box, and I don't know why, because it didn't do that before, but now that I redid my chat it does it, and I'm like, what is your fucking issue? You know, sometimes I kinda like on the inside I kinda yearn for Twitch because it's so much easier to set up stuff there, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense for me to be on Twitch because of my music stuff. But man, I just wish sometimes that YouTube had more widgets and more like widget support. When I was like even looking for like stuff like chat widgets, it's like I enter a YouTube widget and you only find Twitch stuff, and then you have to scramble through it for 10 minutes to finally find something for YouTube. So bothersome. Also, streamer song list. Where's my YouTube support? Oh, they have so much nice stuff. Why don't we get it? Is it a Stream Elements widget? No, I don't use Stream Elements for the chat because it doesn't render emotes. Nious used it for a while and I saw that it didn't render his emotes, and that's like, oh, what's the point? You can't even have the custom emotes. So now it's like, well, what the heck do I do? I have I just enter the link to the chat as a browser source and then put a custom CSS code to stylize it. And that's how I do the chat. But it's, oh, I don't know. I want something more. I personally don't like Twitch. It's too flashy for my old ass. I never heard that. Damn. Depends on the implementation, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Some stuff is just so hard to do on YouTube where it's like, man, sometimes I wish I was on Twitch right now, but then it's also like, I don't want to be on Twitch right now because Twitch has a whole bunch of different issues. Let's not even start about the ads. I'm so happy that on YouTube at least you can choose to turn off the automatic ad placements. Like, you have the choice still, and then Twitch is just, oh, do your 4 ads within an hour or else we will cut your already low cut of, you know, of monetas. You want your monetas? Here's my abysmal monthly payment offering for playing 20 bajillion ads. Some Twitch chats are just wild. I mean, yes, they very much are, but it depends on where you go, I guess. I feel like sometimes people on Twitch are more unhinged and easily, like, more easily rude because the freedom is more open, if that makes sense. Like, you can just go into a chat and then insult someone and then leave and not care. And then on YouTube, it's like, I feel like less people even type on YouTube at all because it's too bothersome for them, or they don't like the chat, or they need to be subscribed first. I mean, you have followers only on Twitch too, but like, I just feel like people are more used to be unhinged on Twitch, if that makes sense. Because it's like so much more common for someone to just blast into the chat, insult you, and then disappear. I think the Twitch user base is just younger, maybe? I mean, surely there are more young people on Twitch than on YouTube because it's so much more user-friendly in terms of chatting, I guess. YouTube is more sheltered, I would say. Yeah, kind of. I would say the same. It depends. I saw some communities more unhinged on YouTube and chill on Twitch. Yeah, that just how the community is in general, I think really depends on the streamer more than the platform. Oh yeah, true. The automod on YouTube will probably catch more here than it does on Twitch. I feel like here sometimes people say, oh, my message has been held back by YouTube or something, and then it was something that was not bad at all, but they have to rephrase it. I feel like it cuts in more often. Also, 2 hours reached. Stretch. Whoa. And hydrate. I'm on the internet, don't expect me to behave like I'm on some kind of meeting business. I'm just chill and say what's on my mind. There's a difference between chilling and saying what's on your mind and going into someone's chat and calling them... Think of the worst insult you can think of right now. Like, I don't know anyone who would just actively restrict you from just being chill in chat. It's just there's stuff that's like, okay, if that's on your mind, then maybe go somewhere else. I don't insult random people, just my close friends. Well, then it's fine. Well, it depends on what it is. But yeah, friends, I mean, with friends, stuff like this is usually banter. But there is definitely stuff out there that does need to be moderated, and it should be. Sometimes automods can be a little bit silly about it though. They will block stuff that didn't even have a bad word, but it's like a word that can be bad if you use it in a different context, and they just can't tell the context because it's bot. Speaking of CSS, had an overlay break just recently because for some reason the Chromium in OBS refused to work with anything using LH as a unit. Worked before. Works on Firefox. Not in OBS though. Huh. Interesting. I also, like, when I set up my PC and I set up the chat the first time, it didn't actually display. I believe it was because of the animation part that was included in the CSS code, but I couldn't find it fast enough before stream, so I couldn't fix it. But yeah. It's like, just one line is off and your entire chat breaks, and it's like, and then you need to figure out which line is it? Which one? And then I had to redo the entire code. Blech. I'm still not I'm not entirely satisfied though. I think I need to switch like the colors around a little bit. Maybe another font. But that's the designer speaking inside of me. That's very much the designer. Yeah. I'm a German. I'm a German person. The pain of coding. Yeah. I only do very basic coding. I can make a landing page. Yippee! I can technically code a very simple homepage. And I can do some text box shenanigans, but that's about it. Time for Obelix font. Time for Comic Sans. Hell yeah. Could use more gold and whites. Well, I think white is enough in the text, but yeah, like a gold could be in there. Maybe on the... maybe make the standard... I really liked the chat that I had before, but the code is left on my old PC, so I would have to log in there again and then get it. I would need to push my mom away from playing Power World and be like, hey, I need to copy some CSS code. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just get back my old code. It had more blues in the colors, but I felt like it's a nice contrast. We can have double sin then? Huh. Maybe I should just start 2 streams and I run from one PC to the other. Is she still addicted? Yeah, she even downloaded mods for the game and is like collecting everything and shit. Can I get banned by YouTube if I'm... well, you can get banned by me very easily. If you don't behave. How much did she play daily? Oh, I think she put in a few hours every day. And on the weekend she pretty much gamed all day. Well, in between she takes breaks and watches an episode of, I don't know, Stargate or something, and then she goes back to playing Pal World. Yeah, she ain't playing around, she gaming. She's gaming. Just have a mom cam in the corner of the screen. Oh my god. Yeah, I have a gamer mom that likes watching Stargate and X-Files when she has nothing to do. And I used to watch it a lot with her. Stargate is very nice. Oh, since we talked about it a little bit earlier, my mom also used to play World of Warcraft with me. Actually, and this is kind of funny, she's the one who got me into the game. She played World of Warcraft first, and then she's like, Sin, do you want to try this? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then, back in the day, we even used to have partner characters, and we would level together and then do dungeons together and stuff. We bonded over WoW. What about Papa Sin? Oh, we don't talk about Papa Sin. We don't talk about Papa Sin in this household. Sin follow mom to the dungeon. Yeah. Actually, what would we play usually? And I remember she liked being healer a lot. And I would be damage dealer. But I kind of played everything, depending on my mood. I still do the same. It's like, I would do any role. Mostly DPS. But whatever I felt like. I see the nerdiness. Affectionate runs in the family. Yeah, very much so. Respect your healers or they will out DPS you. Really weird, by the way. I started Final Fantasy XIV because I was missing World of Warcraft, because that's kind of where the game went to shit. And I needed a new MMO because I'm just an MMO kid and I love MMOs. But healers, it's funny because the difference is that healers in World of Warcraft, they are very focused on healing and they get shouted at if they don't heal enough. And in Final Fantasy XIV, it's like you want to min-max your healing so you can do more DPS as a healer. It's really funny. It's quite the opposite of how it's handled. But I think I like it more in Final Fantasy because you kind of have two objectives, right? You always have something to do. And WoW, if you don't have anything to heal, it would sometimes just get boring. Sometimes it was just boring, you would just stand around, but you needed your mana and to be ready in case something happened. And if you did damage and thus had no mana because of it, and couldn't heal, well, then you're an asshole and everyone will shout at you. Speaking of though, the day I stopped playing World of Warcraft, the day I quit the game, was when I went into a dungeon and I said, "Hi guys." And the healer responded with, "Shut the fuck up." And then I was like, you know what? I think this game is not quite for me anymore. Cause by the time this happened, it was not oh my god, this person was mean to me or something for the first time, I'm not gonna play anymore, wee. But instead it was rather a build-up of people just being assholes constantly. And then you just wanna vibe and like do simple normal dungeon, and then you get in and the first thing that happens is you get insulted, and it's like, am I playing League of Legends right now? Like, what is happening? And that's when I was like, you know what? There's nothing holding me in this game anymore. Game sucks. People sucks. Friends don't even play the game anymore because it sucks. I think I'm just not gonna buy a new sub. And then I started Final Fantasy XIV because I need at least one running MMO or I will go crazy. And damn, night and day, the people in, like, people who do drama on Twitter aside, right? But that's Twitter. People do drama there always. But like in game, if you just get into the Final Fantasy community, people were so kind. And at the start, I actually had issues playing because sometimes I would go into a dungeon and obviously I don't know how the mechanics of the game work yet, and I would do something wrong and someone would tell me, no, that's not how you do it this and that way. And I would actually feel attacked because I was just so traumatized from the experience in World of Warcraft that I thought they want to attack me. Turns out they genuinely meant that as like kind advice to tell me how it works. And they didn't try to insult me at all. No, they were just actually trying to, like, they noticed I'm new and they wanted to help me. And then afterwards I'm like, wait, what? That was, you meant that? And then I remember, and this is a very fond memory I have of Final Fantasy when I started. I was in like Mordona. It's like a level 50 area. So like basically when you go through the very first part of the base game, you land there. It's like the end game of the very first part of the game. No expansions or anything. And there was someone standing there with a super cute owl pet. And I just say, I pet the owl and then I just speak in like open chat, wow, that's such a cute owl. The person 2 minutes later disappears. Another, like, the person actually relogged. Another character comes up to me, trades me the owl pet that I just said was cute. And then they whisper me, they're like, hey, I'm the person from just now, and I wanted to gift you the owl because you liked it. And I'm like, oh my god, What is this game? And why are all the people so nice to me? Yeah, and that's like... That's when I think I really fell in love with, like, just the game and the community on that day. That was just... It's like, just a simple, nice gesture. Like this. They just came up to me and gifted me the owl. Because they saw I liked it, and that was so cute. Like, don't get me wrong, there are obviously, like, spoiled eggs in every community. I've met some assholes in this game, holy shit. But the thing is, usually everyone else knows, okay, this person is being cringe, and you report that person, and that person actually gets suspended. If you reported someone in World of Warcraft, no one gave a shit. But if you report someone for being an asshole in Final Fantasy and they actually were an asshole, they get their ass jailed. They run like they get teleported into jail, and a GM will tell them. They will just stand in front of them like an angry parent and be like, do you know what you did? And do you think it's okay what you did? And then they're like, don't do this again, or you get a 7-day suspension. Now go off into the world. Like, that's what actually happens if you're an asshole in the game. You actually get jailed and scolded, and if you do it again, you do get suspended. So, like, they actively take care of making sure that the community stays a place where people feel comfortable. Be good or else. But yeah, they do well on that, I think. So the overall community you have in this game is very, like, they are very kind and helpful. And whenever there's someone new, people will immediately switch their mood and be like, hey, if you need help or anything, you know, just say it. In return, if you're clearly a veteran player and then you just fuck up stuff, then people, well, they will not openly flame you in chat because they can get reported, but they would flame you in their Discord, definitely. But the second someone sees, oh, you have a little sprout over your head, you're a new player, it's like, everyone assemble, it's a baby. So yeah. I feel like the vibe in that community is just really nice when you play in the game. And then you have Twitter, and we don't talk about Twitter. Because people on Twitter always get angry. And then there's like at least 10 people under some drama being like, oh, by the way, such a great community. And it's like, the people who play the game don't even, like, most of them don't even have a Twitter account. Who touched a child? Oh yeah, that's also something. If someone like actively, like if someone goes in the direction of like attacking someone else, other people will immediately come for their ass. They will be like, okay, like, can you shut up? Don't be toxic. Well, if they keep doing it, they just get reported and then the GM does the rest. Reminds you of Tree of Savior many, many years ago. Did they also have good community support? But yeah, very, very important in MMOs, I believe. Especially. Because that can go south so, so fast. So, so fast. Tree of Savior promised so much. I don't actually... Have I ever seen that or heard of that? Tree of Savior. Ew. 6 out of 10 on Steam. Came out 2016. Oh. Don't think I've seen that before. Is it like a top-down MMO thingy? It looks like it. Tree of Savior. Oh, maybe... Actually... Is it from 2016 or was it just released in like the West at that time or something? It looks like it could be old. 50-50, but yeah, bully new players and you get you get effed really hard. It's really old. Ah, okay, okay. Because I was like, this doesn't look like a 2016 game. So they probably published it here. But it says initial release date. Huh? Okay, stop. Something does not add up here. Oh, it could be Steam release because it says on Steam. Original release? Oh yeah, Steam is only 2016. Oh, 2015. South Korea. It's not that terribly old. If that's accurate. It's like Ragnarok and Maple Story, but Korean game. The first MMO was Perfect World from long time ago. I remember trying out that game, but I didn't vibe with it. But to be honest, I was just too spoiled by World of Warcraft. So I was very picky back when MMOs were all active. I actually played Guild Wars 2 for a little bit, but I only played until, well, when I originally got it, I couldn't play it because my PC was too shitty. Then when I got a new PC, I just played through the story until my character was level 80, but then I was not motivated enough by the game to actually get like expansions and keep playing. So that's when I dropped the game. Also, yeah, speaking of gacha games, there's something I wanted to do today. Hold on, let me set this up. Oh no, oh fuck. Oops. Let me set this up on the side. It's gonna be a surprise. No, it's not grinding time, but it's certainly time for something, okay? It's certainly time for something. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da. Why is this so wide? Ah, there we go. Is she gonna do the funny? I don't know. Am I gonna do the funny? I have something funny. Oh! Oh! Whoa! So, Captain Ishmael is real. Captain Ishmael is real, and I have not pulled for her yet. The Peacock Captain. I thought I let you. You know, usually I'm luckier when I pull off stream, but I thought I will let you enjoy this with me, and if I cry, well, you have something to laugh, I guess. But yeah, all this currency that I saved for this moment, I thought maybe we use that today. So anyway, I still have a 10 pull ticket. Let's start with that. We pull until I get Ishmael, or until I die because I didn't. Let's go. That's not an Ishmael. That's nothing actually. That's a lot of heave clip. Man, yeah, it could be a fake out. The game has fake outs too. Do I use the single pulls first, or do I immediately go for another 10? Should we do the singles first or the 10 pulls? I do have some currency at least. You can see where this is going? No, you don't! How many singles do you have? I don't actually know.
6 apparently.
Handful or burst? Okay. Fuck it. Let's go. Fake out? That's the wrong Ishmael!
저도 좋아서 이딴 걸 입었겠어요?
Man, and I didn't even have her yet. Hey, I got Gooshmile. Okay, again. Oh. Wait, what? Huh?
승선을 환영한다, 신참. 튼튼한 몸뚱아리는 챙겨왔지.
Holy shit, let's go! We got her, boys! Boys and girls, we got her! Let's go! Finally lucky on stream! So, in conclusion, how to be lucky on Limbus polls. Just don't have an official Limbus stream, just do it on ZATSUDAN. Holy shit!
배로 왔어.
Oh!
사람이든 흐르는 물이든 떠다니는 구름이든 누군가의 마음이든.
Oh! Kurokuma Clan Wakashu! Rodia! I don't think I actually, no, I have the Rose Spinner Rodia. So now I have 2 Rodias. And an, oh my god.
둘. 지면이 울릴 때마다
And an ego.
네 업을 떠올려라.
Oh, Heathcliff! Damn! Yeah, 3 rare ones. The game was really just like, you know what? You had so much bad luck. You had so many Sinclairs in your pools. Let me give you a little treat. Jeez! And I still have 6,000. Oh. Yeah, I don't need that. Ishmael! I love you so much! Immediately uptie that shit.
천둥이 몰아치기 시작하는 거.
Hell yeah.
우리가 손꼽아 기다리던 그 악의 고래의 사냥 시간이 찾아온다.
Great voice acting. Still. Oh god. Oh, that scared me. Oh shit. All hands! The child thundered, slamming her giant harpoon upon the ship's deck. The captain stands tall in the middle of a wild and calamitous lake on top of her precariously swaying ship. The captain wishes to hear your voices! Answer, you dogs! All hands! Aye! Wait, that's... You guys need to do that. You're the eye. First of the crew to roar was the one covered head to toe in tattoos. What about the rest of you? Cat, got your tongues? All hands! Let's go! The crew, their hearts united as one, screams their reply from the top of their lungs to the child's thunders like the roaring waves. All of you here must already know where the ship has set course to. Indeed, we have set course to brave the waves head on. But no sailor shows any signs of fear or anxiety. They merely look up to the child with conviction in their eyes, as though this was what they had been expecting all along. You must also know that what the waves bring. Yes, tonight we will fell a whale. What whale is that, man? Let's go! It's a rather long name, but they have no trouble chanting it in unison. But that wasn't the answer this child was looking for. The child slowly but emphatically shakes her head before shouting, "Wrong!" That whale is a culmination of our goals, our tenacity. It is our purpose. Let's go, Chan! Its terrible limbs will constrict around us, strangle us. Its nightmare suction cups will attempt to latch onto our ship, onto the flesh of our dearest crew. There's no reply, but the silence is not one of fear. Instead, they smile. Smile, chat! Smile! They all wear a giddy, toothy grin as though a long-awaited present had arrived at their doorstep. I like the looks on your mugs. Just as I expected, the crew of the Pequod has no fear for such insignificant things. Concern yourselves with naught but following your captain's compass. It's curiosity! Captain Ishmael's compass. At the end of that path lies all of our victories, the purpose of this voyage. Let's go! Captain, I see a storm ahead. Thunder and lightning strike at the wild sea. Another child barges out of the cabins. There's a look of urgency in his eyes, yes, but there is no fear. In fact, he wears a slight smile. The time is upon us! Blinding strikes of lightning and heavy rainstorm rage over the Pequod and its crew. Yet no one moves, no one hides, not even their eyebrows twitch. First mate! I await your orders, Captain. Leave the wheel to the second mate. Give the order to stay on course toward the Crimson Whale. As soon as the second mate has the wheel, grab your harpoon and join me by my side. I shall relay it post haste. Harpooneer! Wait for an opening at the stern of the ship, then make your strike count. Skewer the beast with all your might. Aye! As the crew exchanges rousing speeches with one another, something crimson begins emerging from the depths of the lake. It begins to approach the water's surface. There's the bastard! The whale's tail opens! Welcome to my ship. The child calmly watches as the whale's gargantuan body breaks through the lake's surface. Say my name! Everyone! The right name, though! Indeed! The child twirls her massive harpoon before aiming it straight towards the whale's tail. Crimson Whale, you shall know and call my name as well. You shall call me Cinnia! The gaslight inside her harpoon burned brighter and hotter as though it was responding to the crew's passion. Let the flames of my harpoon be your guiding light, and everything shall come to be. My purpose awaits. Your purpose awaits. Everyone! There's burning fervor in the eyes of the crew, but their gaze is fixed onward, clear and focused. The child takes a sweeping look at her crew and their conviction. All hands! Before leaping head-on against the advancing whale. Charge! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! Will we see how she performs in battle? Yes, whenever the next chapter comes out. Oh. Finally. Finally.
하루가 저물어가는 동안 나는 그저 서 있을 뿐이었어.
Hey, Jabushi, I'm good. Oh, this is pirate ASMR stream now. Good job, everyone. You did wonderfully as voice actors of the crew, I will say. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now I finally have an Ishmael I can use. Oh my god. I am set for the next chapter, I dare say. Oh, anyway.
나는 그저 서 있을 뿐이었어.
Amazing. Glad we did that. Oh, holy shit. It's already been 2.5 hours, what? Man, today has been fun. Today has been fun. Was there anything I forgot to talk about that's like important? I think I covered everything Oh well, there's one more thing. There's one more thing. So like recently when I did the Pal World collab with Nious, right? At some point my model would just lag and shit. And before on my older PC, my model would also start lagging after like 2 hours of stream. So I've been wondering if it's like a PC issue or something else. I recently did some more research. Also, Jukebox! Welcome to the Cinnia Buns. Thank you so much for joining us and enjoy your emotes. Hehe. Yeah, first of all, Pal World needs optimization, right? But my issue was that my GPU was just fully used. I changed some settings, so the usage is way lower now, but also I figured out the issue of VTube Studio lagging. And now, wait for it, the grand issue. The grand issue of the model lag that has been unexplained. The resolution is... It's not my fault. The software, it's the software. It's the software. It's actually the software. And there's no proper like resolution or help for it, because whenever you look for the issue on the Discord or Reddit or anything, people who try to help but don't actually help just go, Lemao, you probably just need more graphic card RAM. And it's like, thanks, man. Sure. And it's like, no, because right now, and that's how it should be, and that's how it usually is, VTube Studio actually only uses 7% of my GPU on average. But when I played Pal World on the stream, and I don't know, I'm not sure why it does that, but it did a weird thing where it was on 5% and then it would slowly stack itself up to 70% usage. That's so crazy. This software should never take 70% anyway. It stacked itself to 70, then immediately dropped down to 5. Stacked itself up back to 70, dropped down to 5. And that's in like, that happens within 15 seconds, okay? So it's just, yeah, it's like a memory leak or something. It's the software, it's not me. So, yeah. Turns out, it ain't me. It ain't me. It's also not my PC parts. What's the issue though? Like, aside from it drawing a lot of GPU suddenly, there's no other issue. That's the only issue. At some point, and like, it's weird that it happens after a certain time of usage. That's why it's like, it has to be something like leaking or stacking up in the background of the process. It's just, I don't know. It just, after a certain amount of time, it just starts stacking up itself for no reason whatsoever. So it's like, and then because of that, models on screen will start to lag. I go in slow motion. I'd be like, and usually it helped when I restarted my software, but last time when I restarted it, it did it anyway for some reason. It's only when Pal World is running at the same time? No, it also happened, and that mostly happened on my old PC. So there it might have actually been an issue with not having enough RAM on my graphics card, but I have more now, and it doesn't happen anymore, because as you can see, I'm still smooth as butter right now. Usually it would happen after 2 hours, but it's really weird that it only happened after 2 hours on my old PC as well. And then on Pal World, it just stacked itself up to 70, and it's like, what? What? Shouldn't Pal World be the one that's like they were fighting with each other, but this one shouldn't even take enough to be fighting with Palworld at all. So it was like, huh? Did you try bringing it to the staff? Not personally, no. I did look on their Discord and there have been people who had this same issue, but the only response you get is, oh, you need more graphic card RAM. And it's like, cool. So it still stacks up way too much in the background. The issue is not solved. You just don't feel the issue anymore because you suddenly have so much RAM that you won't be able to feel it anymore, even if it stacks up. But that doesn't solve the issue of the software stacking up. So no one gave an educated guess, basically. There would always be just one person who's like, oh, get a better GPU, Lamau. And it's like, thanks, that helped. There were a few people who gave some hints at what you could do. I changed some settings. Maybe that made it a little bit better too, but that doesn't really explain how it came to this in the first place anyway. So it's like, yeah. Is the PC very hot in these 2 hours? No, it's not. I have a lot of fans in this PC. It doesn't really go hot anymore, ever. Does it happen with other models as well? Oh, I haven't tested it. I would probably have to switch to Nious model when that happens, but I assume it would also be the same. I mean, we do have complex models, right? So I thought maybe it's this, but I don't think it is. That doesn't explain the weird stacking of the process, right? It's like, why does that thing happen? Because that's what's causing the issue. But no. Because like right now I'm also just on 7%, so that's not 70. Yeah, I mean that's what I did last time, right? As soon as that happened, I just went to what's it called? I used the PNG that lights up. Fugi. I used the Fugi when that happened. But yeah, essentially I did some research, I tried around some settings. Not really my fault. I considered that maybe because I have the setting adjust FPS to app, so I thought maybe something about the FPS is just stacking up in the background, but then it would have affected me right now and it doesn't. And if I change the settings of that, I will just spaz out. I will spaz out and parts of me will just fly where they're not supposed to fly. So that's not an option. Yeah, the cup dog model is a very simple one. If that ever happens again, I might try switching to it and see if it still happens. But yeah, it's really weird. It happens to other VTubers too. They become slideshows playing Palworld. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a thing where like Palworld maybe used a bit too much and then VTube Studio tried to fight for it and thus like took more to save more up for itself. But because they end up fighting and then it takes too much, it doesn't work anymore? That could also be. Did VTube Studio do something weird, or is it only in Palworld? It was while I was playing Palworld, but it was only happening inside of VTube Studio. So yeah, I don't actually have a problem. Everything's fine, my PC parts are fine. It's either the combination with Palworld or there's something wrong inside the software that happens when you are using up too much of your GPU with something else. And then it starts fighting and somehow it fights too hard and then it can't go off its fighting trip. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can just blame the game. But considering that happened on my old PC, I don't believe it's only the game. That's why, right? Because like, if you think about just logically speaking, if it happened there with any game after 2 hours, it's like, why does this only happen after 2 hours and why does it happen at all? And there it would help when I restarted the software. So that sounds like a memory leak. But yeah, essentially what I'm saying is, it's not my fault. It's not our fault. And if that should happen to you, if you, I don't know, if you ever play the game and you also happen to stream or something, it's not your fault either. So rest assured. Can you submit a ticket with Live2D? If it happens again, I probably will try to bring it forth, yes. They have like a solution page too, but I tried everything on that, so if it does happen again, then nothing of that will have helped. But I also heard that it happens to others too, so yeah. They did address it kinda with their help page, I guess, that it can happen, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's no actual solution to it. It's like when you suddenly have a niche issue with your software and you go to the help page and it tells you all the obvious things, and then you're like, okay, but like this thing is doing something super weird that I have never seen before and none of this helped. It's like I have a good comparison to that. I had an issue on my old PC before because I was preparing it for my mom, so I was deleting files. And I had a folder, it was from an Adobe software, and honestly that says enough because Adobe, but like I had folders inside that software folder that couldn't be deleted because it told me it's already deleted, but it was still there, it was still visible, I could still go inside the folder, but when I tried to delete the folder, it said the folder does not exist, and I was like, oh, hey, huh? And I tried every solution I could find online, like the basic solutions. None of it worked, or stuff just didn't make sense. And what solved the issue was, I just called him the 86 friend. My 86 friend had the crazy idea to just, you know what? Use WinRAR and just, you know, compress this into a RAR and say delete file after compression. And that worked. And that was so stupid. But yeah, I love WinRAR. And then after that, my friend was like, man, I should probably finally buy that license, huh? Because that was really good. They kind of deserve me buying that license. Even though you never need to buy a WinRAR license. But yeah, that was amazing. And to this day, we don't know what the issue was, but man, did we find a solution? Yeah, WinRAR is base. I love that software. But yeah, that's essentially what I wanted to say. Not my fault, not our issue. When it happens again, we just find a compromise. And game optimization sucks, TLDR. If you see it happen to anyone else, you know now that it's probably not their fault. Or fault of any of their PC parts. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to talk about. My brain, sometimes, I swear. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Last week was really hard for me, streaming-wise. Oh no, yeah, okay, I remember what happened last week. I just remembered it was hard for me streaming-wise, but then I remembered why. But yeah, I don't know, I have been contemplating on whether I should take a bit of a break soon, I don't know. Like a week or two maybe. Because, to be quite frank, I have been very overworked and very stressed, and streams just take a lot of time. So the past few weeks actually, it's actually been an issue for like, I don't know, 1 or 2 months by this point. I haven't been doing that well. And sometimes I've been forcing myself onto stream, just to stream. So I have been contemplating on whether I should take a break soon. I didn't want to because I know how YouTube is, and I don't want to disappear for like just suddenly a few weeks or something. But yeah, I've been considering it. I don't want to do it just yet because I'm still doing the thing with Nier, and it's unfortunate timing, because if I don't play Nier now, it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be fucking dead if I don't play it now, because it shuts down in April. So I'm like, I don't know. I've also been considering if I just play Nier for like, I just do 1 or 2 weeks where I do nothing but play Nier, and then I just disappear for 2 weeks or something. But yeah, I've been considering on whether I just take, I don't know, 1 or 2 weeks off sometime soon, or I just maybe do less streams, maybe just do once a week or something, so I can still do the thing I wanted to do with that one, but like don't overdo it. Because yeah, it's been a little bit hard for me recently, and I just wanted to let you know that it's a possibility that I might take a break sometime soon. Gotta rush to the game Gorilla for Nier. No, I still need the time to work. Otherwise I would just play Nier until we're done. You're used to waiting months. Well, then maybe 1 or 2 weeks is not that bad. Record videos? I thought about that too, but then I would have to start from the start again, and then I would also like clutter everything with videos of the game suddenly, when the video section is more supposed to be for covers and stuff, or compilations and highlights. So I didn't really want to do that. In my experience, you have the choice of disappearing for a short while regularly, or burning yourself out and disappearing for a very long time. Personally, I think option 1 is preferable. Yeah, that's very much a me issue kinda, because I'm someone who... I'm not saying this to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm someone who just works really hard and a lot. And that might sound like a positive thing at first, but it is a thing that regularly fucks me over too. Because I will overwork really hard, and then because, well, life goes on, right? I just keep pushing through it, even though I'm very clearly burned out. It means I get done a lot of stuff, but it also means I'll be very depressed afterwards. And yeah, I guess I'm also just a little bit frustrated because I would like to do a little bit more. I would like to do more projects, and I'd like to do a little bit more for this channel and other stuff that I'm doing as well. But I just can't, because the day only has 24 hours, and sometimes I'm just so tired that I can't actually work on something, or I need to prioritize the work that brings money, because need money do be living. Kind of sucks, but that's how it is. So yeah, it's been hard the past 2 months, I'd say. I've been really frustrated and burnt out. So I've been considering taking a break, just so you are aware. After all those taxes, Sin needs those damn vacations. Yeah. Oh. I feel, yeah, some days you just want to fall asleep for the entire day. Yeah, I had a lot of days recently where I just need a 20-minute power nap in the evening, and I'm someone who usually never naps, so it's like, that's the moment where I sit down and I'm like, fuck, I need to change something. This is the point where I'm like, fuck. It's not gonna work like this. Yeah, I need to... Yeah, we need breaks. There's no getting around that. Take a break, or I'll take away Captain Ishmael. No, not Captain Ishmael! Please don't! I need my Captain Ishmael to carry me through the next story chapter. But yeah. I still have a normal schedule for this week. That's also why I kind of had streams where it's like, oh, there's a stream here, but I don't know what I'm doing. Because I don't know how much energy I will have. Like last week, Friday, it's like, oh, if my voice is doing well and I feel like it, I'm doing karaoke, but it could have also been a Zatsu or just, I don't know, cats organized neatly. Because sometimes I'm not sure, like, oh god, will I have the energy to start anything, like, at the end of the week? So, yeah. Yeah. Not enjoying it because of burnout, that would suck, and, it's kind of dumb, but like I'm someone who I just push through things and that's not healthy. I also do a lot of things because, well, I'm just like, well, I just gotta do the thing, but I'm the only one who actually is so bothered by the thing. And no one else would care if I just didn't do the thing. But yeah. Yeah, that's just a little bit like that's kind of how I am. And it's something that can be my strength, but also something that's also my weakness, kind of. Like, I'm a really good worker, but I'm a worker to the point where I just burn myself out into depression. Will it ever change? I don't know, but at least I'm self-aware, I guess. So that's the first step to betterment. But yeah. Just wanted to talk about that and let you know. Maybe I'll do a break, or maybe I'll just think about it so much that I'll find new energy to keep going for a little bit. But I will see. I will think about how I will solve that. And I will think about what to do with Nier. Might literally just come back once a week for a while to do the weekly Nier stream or something. Until I feel better. But yeah. You're all really sweet, so thank you. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But yeah. I think now I covered everything I wanted to talk about today. This stream is already longer than I anticipated again. We're almost at the 3-hour mark, so we might as well pull that forward, stretch, and hydrate. I guess with that, I will leave you to your devices. Or whatever you're doing. I feel like a full break would be more effective. I mean, yeah, same, but then... if the game dies, I'd be sad. So I don't know what I will be more sad about. So I have to evaluate that. On how I solve that, I guess. But yeah. Until then, we still have a schedule this week, so we will see. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Have a nice rest of your day. Don't let anyone bother you. If anyone bothers you, call me and I will call Timmy and Timmy will take care of it. If you want to support the stream and you haven't done it yet, feel free to leave a like or don't. I'm not your boss. And we see each other again on Wednesday. Actually, for Nier Reincarnation. So, until then, take care. Goodbye. You fools. I'm always watching.